I'm Phil Ross with Ross Custom Wood Furniture, and you are here in Scappoose, Oregon, and this is my shop. My very first one was pinless as well, but it didn't have the specific wood species built in. And so let's say if you're doing walnut right here. You just click on the species and it gives you a reading. Just like that. 9.8%, 8%. That's exactly what you want to be seeing. So this is another piece of walnut. It's got finish on it. It's ready to be for use. Just need to put the legs on it. But I can come up here and put a reading on it. And so I can take a moisture reading from a finished piece of wood like this, whereas the pinless or the pinned ones, you're gonna come over here and have to get 2 holes in it. And so if I had to poke holes in a finished piece of furniture like this, I'm probably just gonna not take a moisture reading and hope that it's gonna be good to go. So that's the great part about the pinless ones. And actually, now that I think about it, the reason that I used this side as the bottom was because of these 2 holes. Because even though it's got a nice live edge like this, and a lot of people like to use it, because I had the holes on that side, I decided to use this as the bottom. Because I don't want a customer saying, well, why'd you drill 2 holes in here? Like, I just paid a lot of money for this. So that's the great part about these pinless ones. If you're worried about the cost of an accurate moisture meter and you think, well, I can get by with a $25 one, it'll be fine. You know, I don't want to spend $400. Well, think about it. The product that you were putting out there is probably worth more than $400. Not only that, but if you get a bad reputation based off of an inferior product that didn't have proper moisture levels, now what's costing more? The $400 moisture meter or your reputation that you can't just like go and fix right away? So in the long scheme of things, yeah, getting a quality tool that'll do the job properly is a lot better in the long run. Pin versus pinless moisture meters. What are the comparisons between the two? When I was using the pinned one, the Lignomat moisture meter, every time I'd want to use it, I'd have to poke it in the wood, and if it's just like on the surface, it's not going to give you a really good reading, so you really got to jam it in there at least 1/4 of an inch. However, you got 2 holes that are left that you got to deal with. Then I found myself, well, maybe I'll just like poke it on the end and then that'll be sufficient. Well, if you're taking a reading on the end, you aren't going to get a good idea of what's happening in the middle. If you don't want to use that part, then you're going to poke. So it kind of defeats the purpose of, you know, getting an idea of the moisture level of a nice piece of wood if you aren't getting the moisture levels in the center part of it. So pinless ones are so easy. You just pick it up. There's no prodding or poking you got to do to the slabs. I mean, you just walk up, and this is a finished piece. You just walk up and get an idea. 12.7. See, that part's a little wet right there. So if I would have just taken a reading from here, I would have thought, oh, this is all consistent, but you will get some higher moisture content in pockets that you need to be aware of. And so you can't just like take it from the end and think it's all good to go, because it's gonna have different readings throughout the slab. With a pinned one, if you need to take 10 readings on a surface, well, you're gonna have like 10 holes all over the place on your slab. So you aren't gonna be as likely to use a pinned meter versus the pinless. So that's why I like to keep it handy, just out ready to use whenever I need to. So which one is more user-friendly? Which one has a user advantage? I would say most of the people dealing with wood are just going to be woodworkers in their shop, like me, like a lot of other people you see online, to where they just need to get a good, accurate reading and then move on to the next project. And so that's, you know, they don't want to spend a lot of time learning about all the sciences behind it and all the, you know, wood chemistry behind it. They just want to pick it up, make it work, okay, it's good to go, on to the next thing. So I think the pinless ones in that case are by far more user-friendly. You know, it's even the size of a smartphone, so everyone's used to just holding their smartphone right there, so that's probably another advantage of it too.